Then there was this other Detroit big name rapper, Esham. Esham the Unholy. He was this wicked ass satanic sounding rapper who had everybody talking about him in his lyrics. Everybody. The stores, the fans of the rappers, everybody talked about Esham himself more than they did his music, because the shit he said in his raps was so inconceivable. Esham was doing something pretty much brand fucking new in rap. He called his style acid rap. He was spitting what I call horror rap. Hardly anybody in Michigan had ever heard anything like that before when Esham first came out except us. We respected and jocked the fuck out of Esham, but we knew where his acid rap idea came from. Esham had gotten the whole horror, insanity, and rap idea from a couple of relatively unknown Ghetto Boys songs. They were the source for his horror wicked shit inspiration. Sure, the Ghetto Boys dabbled and played with the horror element, but Esham made it his own. He named it acid rap, aka the wicked shit.
Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Some more wicked shit. Midnight's the witch's hour and you're outside. Somebody played a real life product tape and committed suicide. Trying to save the soul, it can't be done. A holy to the son of Satan, I ain't the one. Congratulations, brothers and sisters who prayed for me. Some slaved for me and still prayed for me. I made a rhyme satanic, it'll make you vomit, and I'm the shit. When it comes down to it, you knew it and know it. Satan's poet.
He gave it a life and a style. He dropped it solidly in pretty much every one of his songs. Esham took that style and really stretched it out into a whole new Detroit thing. We were fucking hip to that, and we were down with it. We looked up to him like a giant.
What about Esham, though? I mean, this guy, he came out in the late 80s, and he was just a kid. He's like 13 years old, 14 years old. Did you listen to his music at all coming up?
Hell yeah. Esham is a legend, bro. He's a Detroit legend. Everybody listen to Esham. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I used to listen to him in middle school and high school. Middle school and high school, I was buying all his tapes.
Wicked Clout in the motherfucking house!
Motherfuckers live like Detroit. Check this out. We're gonna do a little chant, and since we all like that, let's see if y'all can keep up with this, all right? Check it out, motherfucker. Check it out. Somebody say, nah, this shit on the stage. Stage! Esham get on the 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 stage! Real life is in the high! 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 Mastermind get on the stage! Mastermind get on the stage! On the stage! One last one, y'all. Somebody say, Esham get on the stage! Esham get on the stage! Esham get on the stage!
What up, y'all? It's the Jokerz Gallery right here on the Fago Lovers Network. Another edition of 5 Piece coming at you today. Today we're celebrating the birth month of the Godfather of this whole fucking scene, in my opinion. Just had a birthday, September 20th. Esham, the Godfather of the WicketShit. So we're going to talk some East Side hoes and money right here on the program today. Before we get into that, introduce the panel right here beside me. You got the host of Speak It Clout podcast, Mr. Mike Sears.
Or Mike Sears, Speak It Clout podcast, Jokerz Gallery, Band of Boys, you know the fucking vibes.
Directly below me, swinging punches down there like he's Muhammad Ali. You got the Lair King of the Underground, represent Trife Life for Life, LukeTheGoon.com, and Goon Management. Luke the Goon.
Oh, yeah, sucker free. Dean actually has another music video that just came out, also directed by Low Key. One of his most popular songs is Human Barbecue, so he did a sequel to it, Human Barbecue 2. It's like kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. He's wearing the pig mask all fucked up. Go check that out. Like I said, Human Barbecue 2, Dean. And then Sam Hain Ceremony. Tickets are available now. LegionRealm.net. Carl's Tavern, October 29th. That's going to be a killer show. So those are my plugs for the day.
Low-key making a music video with those parameters sound like it's going to probably turn out fire. So definitely check that shit out. Then today we're joined by one of the mystery knights from Shawn Michaels' 1994 Survivor Series team. Lurking in the shadows.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I'm Bod, or my real name Ross. I've been on the Speak Clout podcast since the beginning, all the way back in 2018. And thanks for having me on, guys.
Anytime, man. Especially with this topic we're talking about today. As soon as we're writing that shit down, Mike was like, "My boy Ross got to be on this one." So, so definitely a good one to have you on. Before we get into our talk about Esham, go ahead and talk about last week. We talked about our top 5 Boondock songs with DC Fago guy. Had some of our viewers weigh in with some of their opinions. Since we completely forgot about it last week, I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 this week.
Yeah, I had them all queued up and everything. We got so excited to talk about Boondocks that we
straight up. Mike was so excited to talk about Boondocks, man, that we just skipped the intro.
All right, so these are here we go. We got, I guess, Deck in 10th grade. I don't know if he's actually in 10th grade. So he's got 5, It Ain't a Thing, 4, Rolling Hard, 3, 7, 2, Death of a Hater, number 1, the Pray with Snakes remix.
I put that on there because he had Parade with Snakes remix on there. One, I think we were kind of talking shit about it, like why they do that to songs we like, but apparently that's why they do it. It's because some people really fucking dig that shit.
Oh, it's number 1 Boondock song, so somebody likes it. All right, we got Juggalo John. Number 5, Color You Dead. Number 4, Sleep Stalker. Number 3, Cold Cruel World. Number 2, 7, and number 1, Red Mist.
I put that on there because we were speculating while we were doing the show if on the Red Mist video, if TwiZtiD just rocked no paint for some reason, and then watching it back whenever I played the video, yep, it's just them rocking no paint for some reason. Blaze is painted up. TwiZtiD just, it's like Poot and Stank fucking on that track with Boondocks and Blaze.
All right, last one we got Jigster 95. So his top 5 are number 5, Red Mist. Number 4, Pray with Snakes. Number 3, I Murder with Esham, who we were talking about today. Number 2, Hennessy and Moonshine. Number 1, Sippin'.
Yeah, I put that on there because I think the song I've seen the most people mention that they were surprised none of us mentioned was Sippin'. I don't drink, so that song didn't appeal to me at all. It's kind of like somebody that don't smoke weed listening to Cottonmouth Kings. So it's probably a dope song if you drink, but I don't drink, so that's why it wasn't on my list. Go ahead and talk about the first time we heard about the artist that we're talking about today. I think for most Juggalos, it's going to be whenever you hear them on Carnival Carnage. Taste. That's the first time I ever physically heard them. But the first time that I actually heard an Esham album, it wasn't even Esham, it was fucking Natas. My homie Philip got Do You Believe in God from the Money Tree secondhand record store here, and it was the CD. I was like, God damn, this thing sells for it was the original pressing. And I was like, this thing is worth some loot. And you found it at the Money Tree? But he did, man. And he let me borrow it. I think I let him borrow Dumpin' from Psychopathic Riders. And I borrowed Do You Believe in God for a week and bumped that. So that's the first time I really remember getting to hear actual Esham fucking real life production style album. Is that what you got, Mike?
Man, say this 1,000 times ad nauseum. Steven Oliveira, shout out to you, my nigga, wherever you at. Originally from Michigan. He put me onto the Clowns.
We gotta get him on a show.
You gotta find him.
Yeah, we gotta get somebody who's good at tracking people down and get this motherfucker on the show.
That's my fucking dude. I didn't see him since sophomore year in high school. He moved back to Michigan, I think. But yeah, man, he got me into it. And then he's like, "You think this shit is dope? Peep this shit." He dubbed me Closed Casket, Kill the Fetus, Natas, Do You Believe? And I think Multi shortly after that, because Multi just came out. You know, because it was October 97. It's like late 97, around that time frame. And mind blown. I was like, where the fuck was this all my life? You know? Then my uncle got into it. And then I never had like physical Esham Natas shit. I had dub tapes until that TVT deal came around. It's like getting physicals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't until later on in life, like 07 is when I went hard with the fucking getting the physical copies of everything. You know? It's my favorite shit in the genre, period. Esham Natas is better than everything. That's my opinion.
He didn't have that distro deal whenever like Juggalos originally started popping.
Yeah,
whenever ICP got that distro deal, so like Juggalos that heard him, like I was talking about on Carnival Carnage, and then went to try to find his shit. It wasn't there. It wasn't there for me, at least in Owensboro.
Same.
So I can imagine, unless you were like in the Detroit Toledo area, you weren't finding that shit.
Wicked Worldwide era, Natas in '99. That's when it started coming to fruition.
Yep.
I rather see that shit in the stores, but yeah, Esham Natas is my favorite shit in the underground, bro. Bar none, my opinion. Anyway.
What you got, Luke?
Yeah, like you said, first time I would have heard him would have been on Carnival Carnage. But I didn't like, you know, we thought, I know I've mentioned this several times back then. It was like ICP or fucking nothing. So like it didn't really like register with me that much at that point. It wasn't until like, I don't know exactly what year. It would have been the year probably like 2000 or 2001, maybe 02. Horrorcore.com. That's another thing I talk about a lot. Just looking for new music and shit. And people were talking about Esham. And I was like, okay, what record should I buy? You know what I mean? And Closed Casket seemed to be the most popular record at that time anyway. So I was like, all right. So I bought it online. I don't really remember exactly where I bought it. It probably would have been from, at the time, Horrorcore.com had like their own like web store called like Red Rum Media or something like that I bought some records from. So I bought Closed Casket from there. And fucking, I think when we did top 5 WicketShit records, I put, you know, Closed Casket #1. Like, that album to me is perfect. Like, shit, stupid fire. So, yeah.
Yeah, you talking about like that early 2000s era. A lot of Juggalos got put on the Esham whenever Jay released that book in 2002, 2003. Because Behind the Paint, man, he gives Esham so much props in that book. So that era is when a lot of Juggalos was finding Esham as well. And then he was like signing to the label. So it really got Juggalos' attention whenever that shit happened. Well, you got Ross. I'm interested to hear about this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm from the UK, so unfortunately, you know, I don't think, you know, many people would have known about him, you know, back in the 90s, even the early 2000s. So, but, you know, one of the great things about the internet, of course, is that, you know, you're able to pick up on this stuff much later on. And for me, you know, I just discovered Esham on YouTube, and I won't say the exact song because I'll talk about that later. But yeah, the first album that I heard from Esham was Kill the Fetus. And when I heard that in its entirety, I became a fan. That would have been around 2011 or so, around the time when he dropped DMT Sessions, actually. But I remember hearing some of his newer stuff, and I was like, not so sure about that. But this old stuff is a miss. Even back then, I was like that. So, from there on, he slowly became my favorite rapper of all time. So, yeah. Not much more to say than that, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That's another reason that we wanted to have you on the show, just to show the reach that fucking Esham's had with this shit, man. I mean, you got somebody in the UK over there, and it's his favorite rapper of all time. This motherfucker knows his hip hop. If you watch fucking Speak of Clout, you know he knows his shit. So for him to say that shit, it's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, I understand this because it's my boy, but this man right here is the illest Esham fan ever.
Oh,
because I encountered some fucking nutcases. That would pick Venus Flytrap with Booming Words from Hell. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing though. If you think about it, like, man, like Esham, like back in the day in Detroit, spitting on literally a reel to reel, and like his music is reaching like across the seas and shit. Like, it's like the power and like reach of music and shit.
Fuck yeah.
That's one of the things that made me like realize like he went from like a rapper to a musical genius. Is people talking about he's making this shit himself, doing everything at 14. Like that's some like musical prodigy shit. That's not just a dude in his fucking bedroom fucking writing her ass, man. To put all that shit together and to create your own fucking genre, like, so he definitely deserves some props for sure from anybody that's still sleeping on him.
Yeah, like the way he did it was so like crazy too, like spitting on reel to reels. Like that shit's wild. Like it's crazy.
16 on booming, bro.
Yeah.
Wild.
Crazy. Imagine if you're like teenage sons in the room rapping that shit. What do you think? Like, oh, I'm fucking hiding the fucking gun and steak knives when I'm going to sleep at night. Got that hard fucking Detroit upbringing, man. It'll fucking teach you early.
Shout out to Dead Boy as well, man. He came up with this shit with him, you know. ROP for life over here, man.
Yep.
Just mentioned him getting that hard fucking edge from Detroit, so we're perfect to going into my top 5. At the 5 spot for me, In Detroit from Repentance.
Yo, yeah, yo, haha, yo, 7 Mile, yo, grab shit, yo, 6 Mile, yo, 5 Mile, yo. In Detroit, everybody's hungry trying to hustle. In Detroit, nobody's gotta deal with Russell. In Detroit, you'll be lucky if you're not the victim of a shooting. In Detroit, crackhead zombies still prostituting. In Detroit, where the underground rap don't get played on the airwaves unless poor or Bushman got paid. In Detroit, bitch, you ain't even from Detroit. Fuck your rap, 7 Mile is where the hustlers at. In Detroit, ain't no fucking freestyling, ain't no time for that. Got 24s on the 84 Rego, and I'm grinding. Detroit, know my name. In Detroit, it's cocaine. In Detroit, don't play no whole games, they'll blow out your brains. In Detroit, you can catch me on 7 Mile. In Detroit, where the bitches and niggas, they live wild. In Detroit, where you find a dope game is shitty. In Detroit, where the bitches show assholes and titties. In Detroit, where the niggas and bitches, they build cars. In Detroit, we got hood rats and ghetto stars. In Detroit, we ain't taking no shit from nobody. In Detroit, we got Sammy the Bulls and John Gotti. In Detroit, we got Pimps and Blair, Hoes and Max. In Detroit, we ride Regals and Chevys and Cadillacs. Getting money better stack from the rap or the crack. In Detroit, it's like that. Liquor stores for the black. In Detroit, we got Arabs that look like Bin Laden. In Detroit, we got bitches and niggas that stay plotting. In Detroit, we stay rotten. Forgive but not forgotten. Potatoes stay au gratin. Come close and catch a hot one. In Detroit, you can be a victim of the ghetto. In Detroit, got more rock than heavy metal. In Detroit, bitches slide down the pole butt naked. In Detroit, some real, some fake it, some snake it. In Detroit, motherfuckers just hope they make it. In Detroit, I can't take it, so I just wanna break shit. Detroit got some winners, Detroit got some losers. Detroit got the best dope dealers and drug abusers. And I'll be the rapid killer, the killer who killed Rabbit. In Detroit, they bust automatics at trailer park addicts across 8 Mile. In Detroit, you hate my style. Super villain in Detroit, I'm at the top of the pile. In Detroit, we got the fix for you niggas who broke. In Detroit, we got the weed, speed, raw, and coke. In Detroit, where the bums will rush on ass. Where the little old ladies do the 100-yard dash. In Detroit, where the bitches look fine as hell. But if you slap that bitch up, you gotta go to jail. In Detroit, we got the space age futuristic. Nigga, check my statistics, my number is unlisted. In Detroit, where you gotta be fly as hell. With your attitude shitty like your shit don't smell. In Detroit, ain't big, you got east to west. North end to the end and down to southwest. Don't forget the HP and small as Hamtramck. I'm talking about Detroit. Understand it, goddammit. And if you don't know the places I called off, you probably a weak ass niggas from the burb, extra soft.
I like the shit because he starts calling out Detroit, 7 Mile, Gratiot, just all shit that I actually got lost on Gratiot the first time I fucking went to Detroit. So hearing that shit, and it's one of those songs that when you're in Detroit, you want to fucking just roll around listening to, man. It's like I'm coming home. So I'll put that on there. In Detroit, you'd be lucky if you're not a victim of a shooting. In Detroit, crackhead zombies still prostitute. In Detroit, where the underground rap don't get played on the airways unless Paul or Bushman get paid. So he's going off that whole time. And then talking about like him going with Psychopathic at the time, he jumps right in with the Eminem hate as well. I'll be the rabbit killer, the killer to kill a rabbit. In Detroit, they bust automatic at trailer park addicts. Cross 8 Mile in Detroit, you hate my style. Super villain in Detroit, I'm at the top of the pile. So hearing that as a Juggalo, whenever I heard that shit, I'm like, another motherfucker going in on Eminem. I'm good with that. So, and like I said, man, whenever you get to Detroit, there's some songs that's just you got a playlist for whenever you get in Detroit. You want to have that vibe, and that's one of them. So I put that at the 5 spot in Detroit.
TNT on that bitch. RIP TNT, man. All day. Good songs on Repentance. I like that. I like that shit with Bone Thugs. Flame too. Pay.
Yeah.
Repentance is definitely his best work on Psychopathic. Like that's up there with some of the RLP shit for me.
Number 5 for me. Go to 1996 off Dead Flowers. Silicone.
You wanna be dead, nigga? Yeah, you wanna be dead? Now how your life? Cause I kill you. I kill you. Lord forbid I do a bid. I never bid on a sucker's life, and if I did, it'd be a jackknife. I'm out to kill a clone. Niggas be acting silicone for the realest song, still it's on. In my darkest hour, I cock the Glock. Death is certain, life is not. I got 13 ways, less than 7 days to change my wicked way before I'm off to an early grave. One more is drug related, another body murdered, premeditated, falling victim to what I stated. You don't understand me, cause I'm dyslexic. My styles come sick as anorexic. I don't sing church songs but bust shotguns at ministers, cause I can't trust none. Break out the skull and bones. Here comes the ill ass nigga with the 357 chrome. And it goes on in my maggot brain. I remain insane to bring the pain with the migraine. Niggas with breasts, I'll snatch your heart out your chest and stand there like Kano possessed as I finish him your silicone leaks. Nigga, silicone, nigga. All I hear is your screams. Somebody screaming out my name. I weigh my Uzi on a triple beam. Unload my magazine, niggas can't read me. Red rums, all I hear, so you wanna bleed me. I pop niggas like corns, sticking niggas like thorns, and I yawns at your funeral while your family mourns. I'm not inclined to sympathize in my mind. I'll be glad when you in a body bag for bedtime. You can't afford this, all aboard this night train. Come and ride the midnight maggot brain. I need some therapy, I shot my therapist. He got me pissed, cause I'm nothing but a straight suicidalist. Idiotic, my voodoo symbolic to a madman. I'm down to put a slug in the Aryan. And I'm down for whatever, whenever, however it's clever. Whether forever or for never. So don't test one mad motherfucker. If you do, dick sucker, I'ma pop your silicone. Nigga, silicone. My wicked shit is so wicked, niggas bite it when I kick it, but I'm sick with this, it's so ridiculous. I don't believe in God, so it's odd, cause every time I bust ill shit, niggas screaming, oh my God. I got the G-Lo, and it's cocked to pop, 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 pickety pop, pop. And it don't stop, it never did. The wicked shit'll never die. I have no alibi for murder shit. I'm contemplating suicide 24/7. And like I told your ass before, it ain't no fucking heaven. I'm manic depressed, I panic to never confess. I'm the one that put the slugs in my mama chest. Premeditated murders always on my fucking mind. Body outlined in chalk to walk the flat lines. You wanna know what goes on in my maggot brain? It won't stop until the whole world feels my pain. Chemical dependency, suicidal tendency. Mental stress got me begging for eternal rest. I must confess to the real, I'm out to kill a clone. I pop titty niggas, that's silicone. Nigga, silicone. Nigga, silicone.
Amazing. That beat is incredible. Esham was in his bag. This is that album's some Get Money gangster shit, but this is the wicked shit. Hands down. The silicone leaks, nigga. Like fake titties and these other dudes being fake, just body and shit. And my favorite line on here, and I'm a Mortal Kombat head, when he says, niggas with breasts, I'll snatch your heart at your chest and stand like Kano possessed as I finish him. Your silicone leaks, nigga. This shit's fucking hard. Yeah, he just that doom 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 flames. Now, it was hard to pick close Dead Flowers joints. There's so many good songs, you know what I'm saying? Charlie Manson, the whole fucking nine. But I picked that silicone at my 5 spot. Classic, man. Like just he was in his bag in that time frame, you know. Even in the booklet, he cusses out all the people that say it was a devil worship and shit like that. And If you're a hip hop head, you like Nas, It Was Written, you like Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, you like this album. That's words from my nigga Ross Harley right there. So yeah, fire. 5 silicone off Dead Flowers.
That Kano fatality was the dopest one on the first Mortal Kombat. So dope that it got taken off of this, like the Sega one. Even Sega that allowed all the fucking normal fucking fatalities, like changed it up a bit because it's so fucking brutal.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo one is fucking god awful.
Yeah, the no blood shit. That's just more comedy.
MK2 for SNES, they left it in there. Shout out to them for that because I love that game so fucking much.
Because they sold like a quarter of what the fucking real one did for Sega. People was turning in their Super Nintendos and going get a Sega so they could play the real Mortal Kombat.
And I talked to Ross about this. The Sega music is different. It's fucking flames.
Yeah.
On MK1, yeah. Top 5 fatalities coming soon on 5 Piece.
Once we get to like season 8, we got no more fucking music to talk about.
My boy Luke.
Yeah, so I told Mike before we started, I was like, if I did like my true top 5, it would just all be closed casket. So
I told him the same thing last night on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like my top 6 is all from closed casket. That's the one I had that I grew up with.
Yeah, so I had to switch it up a little bit. So my number 5, I got From Dead Flowers as well. You Better Ask Somebody.
And the question would be, who created the wicked shit? Now the proper response would be, Esham Smith. But I want to let you know that we all celebrate the wicked shit. And there's many creators in the wicked shit.
Bro, you guys know me, you know I like them summer jams, bro. Like
Yeah.
Rigor Erectus, Dead Man Walking, you know I love that shit. So this song has those vibes for sure, and it's just shit talking. It's just Esham talking about being in Detroit, just shit talking, man. It's so dope. Like I said, it's got that summer type vibe where you just roll down the windows and you're fucking cruising, listening to the song. He's got like a couple like little like references, like he's met Ain't No Future in Your Front, and he says straight regulate, and so he's got some kind of like little cool little like hip hop references in there too. Like I said, just a super dope like summertime jam.
Gotta see the Dead Man Walk and dance to that shit. Gotta see it.
When I was listening to like Esham's discography the past week, and I heard that song, I was like, "It's gonna be on Luke's list."
Luke got the rhythm of a black man straight up. I'm not even joking.
Brandon can insert the footage of me doing the Dead Man Walk.
There's like 7 minutes of him Dead Man walking it out on the Blaze episode.
I'm a big Prince fan, and Prince's group, The Time, they did The Walk, and that's what that is. It samples The Walk. And Esham killed it. I love that song. Gathering 04, he fucking caught a body performing that. So yeah, great choice, brother.
Yeah, so for me at number 5, so this was the song that I was alluding to earlier. This is the song that I first heard from Esham, and it's Helter Skelter off, both the Helter Skelter EP and the Kill the Fetus album.
Killing heads, so I try to kill a priest. I'm thinking of excuses instead of killing me. The symptoms of insanity's got me going psycho. Friday the 13th, just like Michael. If I get wrecked, then I wreck when I wreck it. When I'm like check 1 2 when I check it. Thinking of excuses just to get ill. How many kids can one man kill? Many, plenty, all is many. A penny for your thoughts, but that's just what you bought from a public enemy, public figure. Keeping my hands on the like a rusty razor, block phaser like a taser. Think about it, breathe in, then I get deja vu. Then I get voodoo, wicked. Slide a rusty razor across your throat, then I stick it. Get my man, kid. Tick tock, tick, when I need to go. Click, and by the way, fuck you, man. Goddamn, you better murder me, man. Somebody getting hurt, Sister Mary do me work in the back of the church. I know I won't price the dirt when I'm putting in work. Shit, you talking to an expert. The Tasmanian devil, like devil, that devil you don't know and don't wanna know. Cause I'm kinda like a hair on a jack, chop it off and I'm gonna black. You know I wanna blow, king no, ain't no, if hands are bust. My Jimmy squeeze low, I'm dropping my nuts to the slow, until the flow, to let you know with your hands on my nuts. I'm better in my ass, big trigger, Kuta, gorilla. And like Ice-T, I'm a killer, vanilla, ice on the Ku Klux Klan. You better burn me, man. You better burn me, man. Bad wrong, murder, murder, murder. Standing in my way, then I gotta hurt ya. Never get happy, hair always nappy. You will get slapped, G, unholy pappy. Visions of bloody bodies of vision. My mind is suicide, head on collision. I'm visioning decisions of psycho decision. Psychedelic funkin', slam jam dunkin'. This is who would die, so I better be dead. Catch a lot of mine, off with their heads. I flex the text, embrace a freaking neck. Get it done, plenty sex, and special effects. Make me crazy, mad, when I'm freaking bad. You can't even add all the problems I've had. Psycho sick, this is it. Abracadabra, black magic. Voodoo, wicked voodoo. Skin you gon' boo, funky doo-doo. I'm wicked, standing with my cat in my hand. You better burn it, man. You better burn it, man. What's your pleasure, mister? 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 Oh shit. Right now I need everybody in this bitch to just make some motherfucking noise!
The version that's on Kill the Fetus is the edited version, and the version that's on the Helter Skelter EP is the full explicit version. I actually love both. I think they're both great. Obviously the explicit version is amazing because it has all the, the swear words, and, it has, Esham's brother, Dead Boy, talking at the start, talking that shit, which, every time he gets on a track and does that, it's always so dope.
I love it.
But, the clean version's dope too. It starts off with that, "What's your pleasure, mister?" It's just so evil and menacing at the start. And the thing that's so impressive to me about the clean version is that it's still like so hard, even though like there's obviously no cuss words in it. He still manages the, you know, it still has the same effect, but without the swearing. It's like really impressive to me. But everything about that song blew me away when I first heard it. You know, the production, like it has that evil kind of like guitar sample in the background, sounds like a chainsaw revving up. It's just so evil and dark. And the music video is amazing too. You see him like walking, you know, with his hood up, and you know, you can see him and Dead Boy like standing around like the barrel with the flames in the middle and all that. Black and white music video, so dope. I wish there was like a high quality version of that on YouTube. The one on YouTube's really low quality. Hopefully we'll get like a good one someday. But yeah, I just love everything about that song. You know, Vanilla Ice or the Ku Klux Klan, you better murder me, man. It's just an amazing song, you know. So yeah, that's my number 5, Helter Skelter, from both the EP Helter Skelter and Kill the Fetus.
Dead Boy shit talking, Jesus.
Oh yeah, should have killed me last year. Like
ICT.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get your motherfucking ass at the end.
Yeah,
hard, bro.
I'm always surprised when artists from like this genre put out clean versions of songs. It's like ICP kept, what was it, Guts on the Ceiling or something like just crazy. They left all the cuss words out of it and shit like that. It's just weird that the underground was even doing that shit back in the day. Like people don't even really have to do that anymore. You can say almost anything you want on the fucking radio.
Yeah. They thought they were gonna get radio play with Guts on the Ceiling.
That's just fire.
Yeah, they made the conscious decision to not put cuss words in it because they're like, this song's gonna get some radio play.
my mucking head blew up.
Move it up to my 4 spot. Keep it with that Detroit tip. Detroit 101 with Mastermind this time. Come off the album Tongues.
Yo,
Detroit.
Detroit 101. It's all about bitches, hoes, fat bank rolls. The DTS caddy with the fresh set of Vogues. Spinning on blades, forever stay paid, true. Plus I'm dope like your host, Sniffer Quaalude. And put the smackdown on any bitch out here like The Rock. Not like the wrestler, but the key off the block. Straight off the east side where they murder cops. My pistols in the air going pop, pop, pop. I'm killing anything that's shady, biting my style, pay me. And even in stereo, you still couldn't play me. Crack baby, 313 DET. Bitches pop they pussy at night for they fee. All type of tricking and freaking ain't shit free. Cause fucking off your screw with these hoes get costly up in Detroit. Detroit, 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 Detroit. In Detroit, never leave your house without a gun. I don't give a fuck if you're getting your hair done, picking up your daughter or dropping off your son. Cause criminals got bullets and dying to share some. When you're riding, gotta watch what street you turn down. You might look around and everything is burnt down, on fire, street lights broken. The hustlers don't kill on gas, the fiends smoking while the players play. 24/7 parlay, still gets fucked up like Bob Marley. Blaze one for the wicked. Learn about some shit. I'm just a DETPIMP. Why you at home? I'm out on them streets. City sick of bitch. I'm the nigga with shit that'll rip through your body so quick. Y'all suckers hold dicks. Motherfucker, we hold grip and fold it. Man, y'all don't know shit about my level ride. The block's hot like Devil's Night. Boy, you better fight with big toys, hold the metal tight. It's like everything we do, we never write. Motherfucker, we the shit, that's why you bump this every night. Like clockwork, my jock hurt, cause I play so many hoes off. It goes up like this, told y'all. I told you, motherfuckers.
Another one that I've got on my Detroit playlist, so whenever I hit Detroit, it's on there. And talking about what Ross was talking about, after that first verse, there's like a breakdown, and you get this fucking wicked guitar sound. It almost sounds like they sampled Korn on the fucking thing. It's like super heavy and dark, so that's what I was noticing a lot whenever I was listening to the same shit Ross was talking about the way he uses that fucking like guitar sound in some of his shit, make it sound extra wicked. My favorite line in there, I don't give a in Detroit, never leave your house without a gun. I don't give a fuck if you're getting your hair done, picking up your daughter, dropping off your son because criminals got bullets and they dying to share some. So, you ever been to Detroit, man? It's shady as fuck. Like, the first time I ever went to Detroit was Devil's Night, and I was lost, like I was talking about. So I see and I was trying to go to Harpo's. So if you know anything about Detroit, that's in like the worst fucking neighborhood in Detroit. And so I was lost trying to get to that shit, man. And like, as soon as that happened, man, this song just came so much more real. Like I was saying, man, you just want that vibe when you're in Detroit, and Esham's great at fucking delivering it, man. He's got as many fucking classic Detroit jams in his fucking catalog as ICP. So I always wanted to put that one on my list whenever I was going to Detroit. So I'll make sure it's on my list here at the 4th spot, Detroit 101 Mastermind.
I don't want to put words in my boy's mouth, but I'm pretty sure it's one we like, right, Ross?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs on Tongues for sure. Yeah. I like that song. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a good one. Number 4, you're going to 1993. Classic. You're going to Kill the Fetus. Sunshine. Sample. I think this is the best way. Everyone use that. This is probably my favorite one. I fucking love this song so much. Just cruising in Detroit and shit just goes bad. You know what I'm saying? My favorite line in this song is that nigga caught me slipping at the red light. 2 shots to my dome, now I'm dead right. Nigga bleeding in broad daylight. Too thick and thin, homie should stay tight. That's all I was thinking about. What my brains blew out in the sunshine. I fucking love that shit, bro. So good. Funny story about this. Way back in 93, my uncle told me, like later on when I got into Esham in the late 90s, that he heard that on the radio on WBRU, black radio station on a Sunday. He heard it on the radio, and then dude was like, yeah, from Detroit, Esham. And that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? You even know that. The Massachusetts radio station playing that. So, yeah, Sunshine, class. Should have been a video. You know, this is just as good as I got the mainstream rapper songs. I would put this up against anything from Cube, Dre, Nas, anything. I love this fucking song. It's so fucking good. And people that sleep on Esham should listen to it. It's just phenomenal. So good. Be all day talking about this. But yeah, Sunshine, my number 4. Classic. It was a single too. And you can buy it as a single as well. I would get one day just for the hell of it, but yeah, amazing.
It was like a single that came out originally?
Yeah, you can get like a CD single as well, the tape single. It's like
Oh shit, the tape singles are dope, man. Like those are like nostalgic as fuck for me because that's what I bought was the tape singles back in the day. So they're like $1, yeah. Instead of $10 for a whole album, like $1 for a song, man. I just picked the 10 songs I like, make my own album, like a mixtape.
Sunshine is so good. Love that fucking song.
Hell yeah. All right, my number 4, off of Dead Flowers, One Day.
One day I'ma die, mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away. The second world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. I was born to mourn, I guess that's why I lived a life of misery forever through eternity. My mama was a junkie, I was born into this world of crack, baby. My bottle was brass, mama. I developed a brain tumor. Now I consume a half ounce of rose. I stick bullets with my snub nose. I grew up on the east side, 7R area. I was raised like a pit bull terrier. I developed a criminal behavior. I murdered my first man and knew Jesus Christ wasn't my savior. Jehovah's Witness, witness me taking care of my business. So I shot him on my front porch. I took their Bibles and burned them. I checked their pockets, turned them inside out, dumped their bodies in the lake with the trout. It all started as a toddler. Now I'm a 45, bullet swallow up, and mama don't cry. One day I'ma die, mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, and set the world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. One day I'ma die, mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, and set the world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. Somehow it seems mama calling my name in my dreams. Crack fiend, amphetamines, what does it really mean? Sometimes I feel like I'm falling, am I closer to death? Gasping, suffocating for air, losing my breath. I see visions of doctors and scalpels making decisions, from fatal collisions to suicide decisions. Nobody knows my suffering. I bring the pain from my migraine. I swallow 23 bufferings. I was addicted to K since birth. Crack baby going crazy, so how much is my life worth? A baby boy that bounces 36 ounces. I flip kilograms, slam on the hip. It's kinda crazy how I'm living, but I'm mad on the murder ride, nigga. I'm suicide driven. I've arisen from a dead state of mind to find I was blind. Too late, mama don't cry. One day I'ma die, mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, the second world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. One day I'ma die, mama don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, the second world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. If I could start all over, I would, but I can't. If I could, then my heart might have been good. I guess I lost all my time when I lost my mind. It makes me sad to hear mama crying, so many dying. I never stopped to think what I put you through. Much love, I thought you hated me. Mama, see, I never knew. I guess I walked the wrong path in the aftermath. Many demons screaming my name, you don't know the half. I was dead a long time ago, never resurrected. With the 45 shield connected. With my dome, I saw my misery kind of smile. So put my dead body in the path and wait a while before they go to the cemetery. Cause you might see my tombstone burning, cause it's necessary. Crime box, my body box with the best of them. Mama, I'm dead like the rest of them. Mama, don't cry. One day I'ma die, mama, don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, set the world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. One day I'ma die, mama, don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away, set the world on fire, watch the sky turn gray. One day I'ma die, mama, don't cry. Ain't no heaven up in the sky. One day I'ma fade away and set the world on fire, watch the sky turn gray.
Oh my god. I fucking love that song.
Mike's reaction is like he forgot it. Like, yeah. I mean, the hook on this is probably like the big selling point of the song. And when I saw this live at the Gathering this year, like the whole crowd was fucking into it. It was a fucking really fucking good live song. I mean, I don't really know why, because it's a kind of depressing song, but the crowd was fucking really into it. But he's got this, like, in his first verse, he talks about murdering Jehovah's Witness. and fucking taking their Bibles and burning them and then dumping their bodies in the lake and shit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And the whole chorus is about how like one day he's gonna die, but there ain't no heaven up in the sky. Like, god damn, bro. But it's like I can't even. It's like weird because it almost seems upbeat, but you hear the lyrics and you're like, no, not at all.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a fire song.
Kill the Fetus was my second favorite Esham album. Now It's Dead Flowers, bro. Like, it's a masterpiece. I'm glad he remastered it, so other motherfuckers can have our copies that didn't have it. Classic.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Love that song too. Amazing stuff. Number 4 for me, we're going to go to 1992 with the Judgment Day album. I'm going to go with that Mama Was a Junkie.
Hear this bitch tonight. And we appreciate y'all motherfuckers for that. Happy Devil's Night and happy motherfucking Halloween. So I'm gonna do this next song. Since we're going on old school and shit. Check this shit out. Sometimes I used to wonder whether she'd be better off alive or 6 feet under. Late nights go by, no sleep. Born into a junkie's world is so deep. Crack pipes, crack valves, cracked up person. Some days it's bad and other days much worse. I used to never go to sleep in fear, trying to hide the pain in front like I didn't care. The neighborhood knew just what happened to me. At night they say the devil was rapping to me. But on the streets I can feel my mother's heartbeat. And every time she gets frightened, it couldn't repeat the way the junkie lives and what the junkie gives. Hard times and problems, stress with their own kids. No sense in rehabilitation. Growing up in humiliation. The aroma of bass makes me choke. I could almost die from the smell of the crack slow. Different men going out and coming in. And in my eyes I witnessed the first people sin. But I was only 3, they thought I couldn't see. But in my eyes, Mama was a junkie. Live the life, sacrifice, no wrong ride. A junkie. Live the life, sacrifice, you know what? No wrong ride. Junkie to me. Some close their eyes and try not to see. But you can still smell and see it's just as well. My mother unconsciously trapped in hell. Now her life's on the line, it's up to the grind. But time after time, she's on my mind. I'm thinking, how could this happen to my mother, not me, bro? Some nigga in my hood is like a kilo. He got his mind around the corner from the grill. Lord forgive her for all the things she did. I think it went with the police when she was blindness. But I know that police can give a fuck less about another place dead on the street. But they rather pretend they don't see it when they don't see. A black cop ain't good for shit with black men. And he knows that my mother's out in smoking ill. But black cops are blind, they can't see. Cause in my eyes, Mama was a junkie. Trying to live right, for the sacrifice, no wrong ride. A junkie, trying to live a life, for the sacrifice. Mama lived a fast life, pregnant at 14. Back in those days, it wasn't crack, it was heroin. Shot it in her veins to try to ease the pain. And unplanned pregnancy was made, and I came straight from the womb to witness my mama's doom. And in my heart, I know that it's coming soon. Of all the junkies of neighborhood criticism, her mind was gone. I felt she needed an exorcism. Speedballing, booze, and the fast times. Pretty soon, my mama lost the whole fucking line. ADC, welfare recipient. 3 children, not enough dividends. Few good times, only bad times and worse. For sweet calling, her motherfucking heart burst. I wish I could have said I loved you before she left. Now my mind's forever haunted with my mama's death. I asked myself how could this happen to me? My mother OD, cause she was a junkie. Trying to live a life, such a sacrifice. Going off for rides with a junkie. Trying to live a life, such a sacrifice. Going off for rides with a junkie. Trying to live a life, such a sacrifice. Going off for rides with a junkie. Trying to live a life, such a sacrifice. Going off for rides.
Yeah, love this song. You know, like what you were saying, Mike, about, you know, Sunshine is, you know, is up there, you know, with, you know, songs by popular artists. That's how I feel about Mama Was a Junkie. Like, this is his, like, Brenda's Got a Baby or something like that by Pac. Yeah. You know, this is Esham's version of that. You know, this is a very, you know, conscious track, you know, talking about, you know, the strife and, like, upbringing that some people have, you know, when they have, you know, these terrible mothers, you know, and yeah, just the entire song is just so bleak, but it feels so real. You know, Esham's delivery on the track, he you know, he has a slightly different sound to his voice in that song. It sounds very real, it sounds very depressed, sounds very it just sounds like he's lost hope on that track. And, you know, just when he opens it up, you know, with the first verse, you know, Mama was a junkie. Sometimes I used to wonder whether she'd be better off alive or 6 feet under. Like, those lines, you know, open up the song perfectly. And everything on that track is just amazing. Like, that even beat. If, the beat is amazing too. Yeah, that sample is just so dark. Boom, 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 boom. It sets the tone perfectly. And like I said, Esham just, you know, paints this, you know, it's a very grotesque and very dark picture, but it's a very real picture. And that's what I love about Esham. You know, obviously when people talk about, you know, Esham, they obviously affiliate him with like horrorcore, hip hop and stuff, which we all love, right? But like Esham, you know, like he says on his songs, you know, he talks about real life stuff. You know, that's what I love about him, you know. Obviously, he does the wicked shit and he does the violent stuff, but on this track, he's talking about dark, real topics. And Mama Was a Junkie, for me, is a masterpiece, and I think it should be recognized as such, you know, across all of hip-hop, for sure.
I can see the video in my head, black and white.
Yeah.
Mom like, doing drugs.
Yeah, you could have like a younger Esham, like in the video or something like that. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, that song. You know, even talking about the police. You know, where was the police when she was buying this? But I know that police would give a fuck less. You know, it's just amazing song. I could talk about that one all day for sure. It's just an incredible story. And yeah, that's my number 4. Mama Was a Junkie off the Judgment Day, Volume 1. Day. So yeah, from 1992.
I always call that the acid rap, Dear Mama.
Yes, perfect. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah, like you were talking about, man, he does, like, you think about Esham as like the wicked shit, because I mean that's what his fucking like career he's always rep, but whenever he hits that fucking personal shit, man, it does take it to a different level.
Yeah.
Move it up to my 3 spot, Back to Repentance, featuring Violent J. Boom.
Detroit listeners out there, you better be sure to stop by the Galaxy Club.
Yo! What the fuck is Violent J?
Where's he at? Better get your hip hop.
Yeah! Can I bring my homie out here? Yeah! My homie Shaggy. Mortification is my next demonstration. I'd ask you for a light, pumping gas at the station. Here's my situation. I hate many people, so I hear no, see no, say no evil, just like an evil. Leave you headless, bloody mess like you was riding a Ducati. Lottie Dottie broke every bone in your body. I'm not sorry, I probably murder you. Voices telling me do what he say. Kill the DJ, fuck what he play. Mayday, mayday. Boom, boom, blood's all over the room. I fucked your bitch like a witch with a broom. Doomsday, murderers say all y'all must pay when the looking for the DJ, cause he don't see it my way. I'm about to blow him out his headphones and spit some ABK. I'm like a Molotov cocktail, breaking down your wall, I'm setting shit off. I blow your lid off, your body falls. You don't need aluminol, I'm leaving blood everywhere. And I'm aiming for the head and hair of everybody there. I'm like a grasshopper, quick to jump, I'm spreading my wings. You say the wicked shit'll die, I say you faggots see it big. And all you bitches know I'm gangster, don't ask me to dance. I might straight panic, pull the gat and blow your pussy out your pants. It's the wicked shit, it's E&J, it's hotter than hell. And every devil's night we hunt them down and slaughter D12. I take the moose gun and shed your blood and blow it out your back. Turn and face the camera where your action's at. Throw it up, yo! What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What?
Make room, guess who coming in? Grab my gun again. They told me he was one of them, so I done him in. A killer's on the hunt again. Smoke my blunt again. Fatality finished him. I won again. Repentance my vengeance, so I'm not sentenced 100 years. It's burning my ears, and blood is mixed with my tears. My styles get rid of this. Drive-bys and wheelchairs. All you see is smoke in the air, cause we don't care. What?
Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What? Y'all ain't room when we show up. Boom, boom, boom. What?
If you've seen this song live and you're lucky enough to see it whenever Jay and Shaggy's there, man, like it's one of my favorite songs to see live, and it's so fucking like the song's so hard. It starts out hard. Mortification is my next demonstration. I'd ask you for a light pump and gas at the station, and then the boom, boom, blood's all over the room. I fucked your bitch like a witch with a broom. Boom, bang, murderers say, all y'all must pay when the buckshot spray. And you got Shaggy out there like hyping. He goes back to like Carnival Carnage era. Shaggy, man, he's fucking up there hyping and singing along, all this shit. And then almost whenever I said it's featuring Violent J, I should have said featuring Bullet, because Violent J comes out like Bullet in this song, man. He's got the Bullet voice and everything. I'm looking for the DJ because he don't see it my way. I'm about to blow him out his headphones, spit some ABK. It's the wicked shit. It's E&J. It's harder than hell. And every devil's night we hunt them down and slaughter D12. I take the moose gun, shoot your butt, blow it out the back, turn the face the cameras where your hatchet's at, throw them up, y'all. Like, he was on one. I always say it, man. Jay tries to impress his idol anytime he's on the fucking track with him, and you could tell on this one he went straight Bullet mode, and it matched the fucking intensity that Esham has. And I always talk about the Hatchet Attacks DVD that got me back into like the whole Juggalo scene whenever I didn't have the fucking internet. Once I got back into it and could really deep dive, I went and got that fucking DVD, and that performance is on there, so it became one of my like favorite fucking songs. So boom, From Repentance at the 3 spot.
Nigga Jay was like, to them bitches, don't ask me to dance. He said, I'll blow that pussy out your so hard.
I might panic, turn it around, blow the pussy out your pants.
Illumina, he caught a fucking body. I love that song. Hard. All right, 3. Like my boy Varcrack said, man, they're going to 1992, Judgment Day, Volume 1, Day, Losing My Religion.
I tried to imagine pale and miserable. I tried to imagine pale and miserable. I tried to imagine bullet hail and miserable. I'm too old to be a I tried to imagine.
Let's take a trip back into time as I explain. Things ain't the same. I'm going back down memory lane, and as I travel, dirt roads of gravel, 2 sets of footprints for me and my shadow. The unholy speaks as I walk in my sleep. If my speech makes you weak, means my word to deep. You see, society sprung on the Bible and a man with the will of the devil to destroy any can. You see, time after time, have I made up my mind? Should I be a vegetarian and die eating swine? Can I lose my religion every day? It's a habit, it's religion just for kids, or am I a silly rabbit? Am I lost in the book that says sins are forbidden? Who am I to believe when the Bible was rewritten? I don't know, will I die? I can't live in a lie. Cross my heart and hope to die. I'm losing my religion.
To attack the soul, to attack the spirit, to remove those vital organs.
Am I I'm wrong or insane, using God's name in vain. When the preacher sells cocaine, how am I to be sane? You see, first he's a preacher, now he's slinging keys. College educated, but working Mickey D's. I got no say in the world today. Living in America, KKK. You call me the devil cause I refuse to pray, but your religious games I refuse to play. Bible studies, not my buddy. Shake the preacher, now my hands are all bloody. Daily gossip, religious philosophies. Nigga please, I'm losing my religion.
Satan finally despaired of tempting Jesus away from doing God's will. Satan finally despaired of tempting Jesus away from doing God's will. When the Lord told him that we are to worship God alone, then he left the Lord.
Nice.
He knows how much I like this song. It's short, but fucking sweet, man. Just talk about life's ills, college educated, but works at Mickey D's, you know? Oh, I love this shit. My favorite line. Bible studies, not my buddy. Shank the preacher, now my hands are all bloody. Daily gossip, religious philosophies. Nigga, please, I'm losing my religion. And then that hey little angel, it sounds evil as fuck, bro. Love this song so much. That's that dark, wicked shit, the real acid rap shit. I fucking love this song so much. Dope as fuck, man. It's a classic. Judgment Day is underrated. The first hip-hop double album ever. Not All Eyes on Me. I love that album, but Esham did it so separately, like kind of like Bizzar was, but it's still a double album. So yeah, Losing My Religion at the 3 spot. Classic, bro. Love it so much. You watch Speaking Clout, you know how much I like this fucking song. I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, fire.
When I heard that song, listening to the discography this past week, it made me like, for some reason, I was like, this reminds me of like KOD Tech 9. I'd love to hear the Esham on fucking KOD, like just a verse, just a verse on a song, man. Like, it's for some reason, I just caught KOD vibes when I was listening to that song. I was like, damn, he would have fit perfect on that album.
Uses the Tupac "How Do You Want It" sample, like whatever Pac used for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's right. So hard, bro. I know Luke will like that song. He likes all that dog shit. Classic.
All right, my number 3 is, I mean, you could probably technically say this is a Natas song, but it's on Closed Casket, so I don't give a fuck. Mike's going to have to help me finish the name of this song.
Chatty ass nigga.
This goes out to all you chatty ass motherfuckers, whack motherfuckers. Can't fuck with that bad motherfuckers. Chatty ass motherfucker. It ain't shit. Wicked like this, wicked shit. You want me to kick this shit? Well, let me kick it, bitch. Here we get it's that nigga who's so mysterious. You dying to know who I be. You so curious. You say, how can I be down? How can I be like? How can I be hella wicked on the mic? Hey yo, I'm sick of this shit. nigga is a chatty ass nigga.
It's such a fucking hard song, bro. Like, everybody fucking kills it. Mastermind kills it. TNT kills it. Like, it's so fucking. They're just talking shit, bro. Like, it's like what the title says, man. People that talk too much. You know what I mean? There's a part in the song where it's like not a Satan, not a Satan. It's so fucking dope. The beat, like I said, the beat's real aggressive. The song's really aggressive. They're like coming for your neck, super fucking hard. It's kind of a short song, I think. It's not the verses aren't very long, but it's fucking fire. Yeah, so chatty ass
nigga. That bitch nigga is a chatty ass nigga. That shit, like Game of Death of Kill the Fetus. Like Natas songs on Esham albums are fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Incredible. Chatty ass nigga was stupid hard. R.I.P. to my homegirl Samantha. She loved that fucking song.
Me and Mike was talking about this last night when I told him my top 6 songs were all off Closed Casket. We were also talking about we didn't pick Esham solo off Natas albums, but if it's a Natas song on an Esham album, man, that's up for grabs in my opinion. If it's on an Esham album, it's up for grabs in this fucking countdown.
Yeah.
And then the other thing Luke was talking about with the Natas Satan thing, it reminded me whenever I was wrestling, I had a gimmick called Quan Rage, and I had Natas written atop of my Jason hockey mask, like bloody. And then at the end of all my promos, I would say all hail Natas, and if you don't know what that means, look in the mirror. So if you looked in the mirror, it would say Satan.
I
totally forgot about that until Luke just mentioned that shit.
See, Natas is Satan. I didn't want to yell it because Natas is how us niggas spell it. RPTNT.
Absolutely. Yeah, number 3 for me. Same album, different song. So going to 1994 and Mental Stress.
For the mental mental stress and emotional stress that I subjected those people to. I feel bad about it. 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 Really bad. I feel bad about it.
Back, and that's a fact. I get a flashback, one day I'ma snap. My mind is gone, to each his own. I wish the whole world could just leave me alone. I wanna die, I do not die. I'm on the far side and it's passing me by. I wanna cry, I do not cry. I have to tell me, myself, and die. And who am I don't understand. Wipe that ass once the shit hits the fan. Black man, my man, goddamn man. Oh man, no shit. Tell me something I don't know, no hope, and I can't cope with the mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. Life ain't nothing but bullets, man. And who's that nigga with the gun in hand? This nigga, that nigga, this nigga finger on the trigger. No, what you gonna do now, boy? I'm finna go nuts like I'm enjoying my head against the wall 3 times until it bleed. Wicked witch of the east, the belly of the beast. See, that's just how it be. Nobody really gives a fuck about me, and you see that I ain't got no hope. Somebody help me cope with this mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. How I need help me through my mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. How I need eternal rest, help me through my mental stress. Lock me up and throw away the key. God took my mind and said fuck me. I kicked away the shit until I can't no more. I blacked out so much I can't think no more. Till I die, when then will I die? How you plead a homicide without an alibi? No lie, I can't wait till I die. Niggas still think heaven's up in the sky, and voices in my head call my name at night. my mental stress.
For a beggar to be a savage. Join the claim. We can't stop.
Yeah, love this song. For me, it's one of Esham's illest beats of all time. Doom, 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 doom. Like, oh, it's so instantly catchy, but it's so dark as well. Love that. And the lyrics in this song is just so dark and so wicked. You know, how I need eternal stress. Help me through my mental stress. Again, you know, very, you know, a lot of people are going to relate to that. You know, a lot of people, you know, obviously, you know, go through hardships in life and, you know, and they feel that way sometimes. You know, we all have days where we feel like we're at the end of our tether and, you know, that's, you know, hits you. And, you know, this song, just love it. You know, it's such a great song. And, you know, like I said, just, you know, one of those songs that just hits you. And, you know, one of my favorite parts lyrically is when he says, I'm finna go nuts like an almond joy. Bang my head against the wall 3 times until it bleeds. Wicked witch of the east, the belly of the beast. I just love how he spits that. It's so cool. But yeah, amazing song and really dope music video as well. If it didn't really get any play back then, but yeah, you see him in like the jail cell with you know, the rest of Natas in there. That's pretty dope. And you can see him. He has like the Esham tattoo on his arm and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Mental Stress. That was actually a single too, and you can get like a rare. I think CD and a cassette for that single too. But yeah, one of those amazing songs that I never get tired of. Mental Stress, just everything about it. The overall kind of eerie vibe combined with like, again, like depressing lyrics. But yeah, I love it. So that's my number 3, Mental Stress of Closed Casket 1994.
My mental stress. Fucking flames.
Yeah.
That would have been my number 3 if I didn't limit it to just 2 songs from every album. I wasn't trying to just stack it, like I said. So I made it where only 2 songs from any album was allowed. But if I went with my normal top 5, that would have been my 3 as well.
Gotcha.
Speaking of, move it up to the 2 spot. My homie got shot.
It's not the same thing. You might have a good life.
Woke up early Sunday morning, and before I could get out of bed, I got blood stains all on my t-shirt. Last night my homie caught a slug in his head. It was a Saturday night and everything was alright until some fool tried to disrespect. My homie whipped out the heater, the 9mm, and Cole put his ass in check. Well, them suckers rode off and we thought it was over, but little did we know we was wrong. They came racing round the corner, barrels sticking out the window, bullets flying, cold blew out his dome. My homie got shot. He's a gunner. My homie got shot. He's a gunner. My homie fell to the ground and I knew he was dead by the painful look in his face. Blood stains on my shirt, goddamn my nigga hurt cause his brain was all over the place. Well, I'm cold thinking about getting back, time for the payback. I know where these niggas be. When they shot my fucking homie, they left me by my lonely, and Cole took a piece of me. Well, I got to creep up on him, about to put one in him, but before I could do all that, a nigga caught my ass slipping at point blank range 45, put him in my back, my homie got shot. He's a gunner. My homie got shot. He's a gunner.
My favorite beat on any Esham fucking song ever. It reminds me of like West Coast, almost like Natural Born Killers, and it's also got that fucking Undertaker like bail throughout it as well, man. It reminds me of like old school Eazy-E type shit. Even the flows, man. It was a Saturday night and everything was all right until some fool tried to disrespect. My homie whipped out the heat of the 9mm and Cole put his ass in check. Like, it's just that old school fucking classic gangster sound to me. It doesn't even sound like fucking wicked shit. It's just fucking classic gangster shit to me. And then listening to it, another thing me and Mike was talking about, listening to it throughout this week, I noticed that ICP straight up jacked this song for my Kind of Bitch chorus and fucking verse. Just straight stole it. I was listening to the song and I wasn't really paying attention. I was doing something on my phone and my brain was starting to sing My Kind of Bitch. It was so fucking similar. But and I mentioned it to Mike. He's like, holy shit, you're right. So next time you listen to that song, fucking pull out My Kind of Bitch next, man. It's the same flow. It's the same like beat. It's the same delivery. The hook's the same. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man, that song's classic. We talk about it all the time. It's up there with fucking Mental Warp and 12 and shit we always bring up on the show. My homie got shot at the 2 spot.
Great choice, brother. I fucking love that song. Number 2 for me, we go to 1996. Dead Flowers, Killer Be Killed.
In all, 11 people arrested, ages 19 through 45. The conspiracy investigation encompassed 6 months. Information came through various sources. The operation involved mid to upper level drug dealers, and it wasn't just local. Police say the drugs were allegedly sent by UPS or simply by vehicle from Los Angeles into Detroit and finally Columbus, Ohio. The powder cocaine was to be cut into crack.
In 1989, I was pushing dimes out of crack houses, trying to get to my mail loan. I got to my cell loan. I murdered the bass head cause he tried to tail low. The nigga with the 357 chrome. My mind was gone when I did dirt. I was alone. Got on, got strong. I put my homie down and we was down. In the summertime we made it snow all over town. 200 G's made money still coming in. Gotta connect with the ill Colombian. No matter who you trust, you simply cannot win. It's always fun in the beginning, but it's pain in the end. My homie got shot, murdered on 7 now. In broad daylight at night, I squeezed the AK tight. In fear I might be next in mine for the body chalk outline. It's going down.
Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga.
It seems niggas wanna test me, police out to arrest me, cause the streets scream child molest me. I emptied out the full clip, now police got their hands full of bullshit. It's drug related so they hate it. I figured it was that nigga who I last sold the parakeet, who murdered my homie in his Cherokee. I saw that nigga at the McDonald's drive-thru, so I pulled up to his bumper and unloaded my dumper. He had his bitch and his baby in the car, but I didn't give a fuck, automatically unloaded. All of their asses got struck. 187 on my pistol, but it's a throwaway. Cop cars pulling to the McDonald's as I try to get away. They say we got the car surrounded. Come out with your hands up. At this point, I didn't give a fuck. It's going down.
Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga. Killer be killed, nigga. You ain't real, nigga. You my still, nigga.
Murder weapon in my hands, dead bodies I blast. Having the whole city sold is a thing of the past. They wanna negotiate my surrender, knowing I ain't going out like that. I looked at him and cocked the gat. Flashbacks of bloody bodies in cemeteries. So I did what was necessary, and what was necessary was
Killer Be Killed is just fucking amazing. It's that get money gangster shit. You know, you're getting your bread up, getting your mail on, like Esham says. Start slanging with some Colombian niggas, you know what I'm saying? Dope ass shit, encounter some fucking beef in the song. And my favorite line on that shit is towards the end, where he just guns down this dude with his bitch and baby, you know, it's fucking hard, you know. Cops pull into the McDonald's drive-thru and try to get away. They said we got the cops surrounded. Come on with your hands up. And at this point, I didn't give a fuck. It's going down, and then the chorus is hard. That Killer Be Killed, nigga. Flames. I love this song. Told this shit a lot on Speaky Clout, you know. That line when he said he had his bitch and his baby in the car, but I didn't give a fuck, automatically unloaded. The asses got struck. It's just hard, bro. It's so fucking good. The beat, everything about it. Killer Be Killed at my 2 spot, man. Legendary song. Love it so much. Classic. So good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dope. All right. Yeah, my number 2. I was gonna jump in when Ross was talking about it, but yeah, my number 2 is Mental Stress as well. He broke it down really well. It's just like a fucking, I don't know, he just goes off in this fucking song. And like the lock me up and throw away the key. God took my mind and said, fuck me. It's like, I can't even explain it, bro. But the way he kicks each verse is like so perfect. And they're like short, or like real short. Like each verse is real fucking like, it like gets to the fucking points. Real punchy, I guess I would say, you know. Super fucking dope. Like you said, the beat is really fucking killer. I mean, like I said, this whole Closed Casket record is fucking fire. And this is one of the best on it, so. Yeah, Mental Stress.
My Mental Stress. Flame. Almost made the list, but it's hard, man.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, I mean, all of these songs are so good. Absolutely. So
I mean, it's hard enough to pick a favorite fucking top 5 from like Zool, who's only been around not even 10 years. I mean, Esham's been around since the fucking 90s. So it makes it even more difficult.
Absolutely, yeah. Body of work's insane. Yeah, number 2 for me, gonna go to 1996 to the Dead Flowers album. What Did I Do Wrong?
My mama was a dope fiend, but what I mean, she was manic depressed like the Supremes, and all my tears wiped with the Kleenex. I'm on the scene and I drop dead like River Phoenix. A life I can't handle, so I drink Jack Daniels straight. I bought me a 38 with one shiny silver bullet for the werewolf in me. I don't pretend to be, I'm fucked up off life. I walk around with the bloody butcher knife. I wanna kill myself, but first I think about what's worse. I vision my body take a ride in a hearse, and somebody, anybody, but nobody hears. Buried alive, pine box in my deepest fears. I've been doing dope since I was 13, but when I close my eyes, unconsciously I scream. What can I do wrong? Don't wanna live. 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 Overdose Kerrigan, I'm doing heroin. Syringe stuck in my leg like Nancy Kerrigan. Heroin addict like Kurt Cobain. Needles in your dick cause your arms are the veins. The system raped me, society hates me. The man in the mirror is scared to face me. My only friend is me, but how can I pretend to be my friend? I'm public enemy, a #1 son of a shotgun. So I wanna blasphemy, I bust a brain cell. Dead cells make me faint, but I can't faint no more. I don't dream and never sleepwalk. Uncut dope make me comatose. Growing up around the scandalous, from here to Los Angeles. What does it mean, amphetamines? Niggas so envy they green. As I watch the fiends fiend, my thoughts scream. What can I do wrong? Don't wanna live. 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 Your body's cold, you feel feel numb from your addiction. Just say no's a contradiction. It seems like the whole world's high, and I'm trying not to fry. Brain cells passing time until I die. Suicide contemplated, everything's drug related. I wish when my father got erect, he would've masturbated. Sperm concentrated, now they sell it at the bank. What his life come to? Tell me, what do you think? Crack babies be born like every day. A sucker born every minute right around my way. What a rush when your brain busts. All your shit got flushed down the toilet stool. What a fool, who gives a fuck if you self-destruct all your hopes and dreams, cause you just a fiend. And this world ain't big enough for both of us. Who can I trust with one slug down the bus and say, what can I do wrong? Don't wanna live. What can I do wrong? Don't wanna live. What can I do wrong? Don't wanna live. What can I do wrong? Don't wanna live.
Absolutely love the song. Again, in a similar vein to something like Mental Stress, definitely another song where, you know, he's just kind of having something of a breakdown on this song. You know, with Esham, you know, he explains, you know, when he was talking, you know, lyrically about, you know, a lot of the old Esham albums, you know, he was very much influenced by his brother who suffered from schizophrenia and stuff like that. And yeah, he put a lot of that into his songs. And What Did I Do Wrong? It's like a perfect example of that, you know. Love this song. It's just crazy dark, you know. You know, I wiped all my tears with the Kleenex. I'm on the scene and I drop dead like River Phoenix. A life I can't handle, so I drink Jack Daniels straight. I bought me a 38 with a one shiny silver bullet for the world within me. I love that. So dope. Everything about this song is just like, you know, there's so many dope lines in here, you know. Overdose Kerrigan, I'm doing heroin, syringe stuck in my leg like Nancy Kerrigan, heroin addict like Kurt Cobain, needles in your dick because your arm's out of veins. Like, just crazy lines in the song.
The way he says it too, like Kurt Cobain, you know, he's on raps, bro.
Oh yeah, like Dead Flowers to me is like his best album from a lyrical point of view, personally.
Yes.
And I love his delivery. Like, I would say that's probably like his peak just in terms of like rapping, you know what I mean? Just like his delivery, his lyrics, flow, like all of that stuff combined together. I think Dead Flowers is honestly his best. But yeah, What Did I Do Wrong is amazing song. You know, I love the beat, very evil and dark, definitely. There are some songs in Dead Flowers that definitely remind me of Do You Believe in God, because that was obviously the album that he worked on before this. And there are sort of moments on Dead Flowers that remind me of Do You Believe in God, and the beat of What Did I Do Wrong definitely reminds me of that in a sense, you know what I mean? The synths are very dark on this song. And yeah, one more line that I quote, you know, towards the end of the first verse when he says, I've been doing dope since I was 13, but when I close my eyes, I unconsciously scream. Like that. Simple, like 2 lines, but it says so much, and it's so. I just think that's an incredible line. So yeah, what did I do? What Did I Do Wrong? Off Dead Flowers, 1996, a masterpiece in my opinion. Amazing track.
Likewise, bro. It's great. What did I do?
Don't want to live. Yeah.
Flames.
Go ahead and get it to the one spot. For me, is no fucking contest here. The Wicked Shit Will Never Die.
Yeah, that's my number one spot.
We are gathered here today on this soft occasion, saying goodbye to the dead and departed. In other words, to the dead. Whether or not you can survive death, that's the ultimate test for your ass, ain't it? So far, don't nobody we know have passed the ultimate test. Least of all, this nigga laying here. Cause this boy wasn't shit, I'm gonna tell you that right off. I saw him kicking his mama's ass over there on 47th Street. And if you think we gonna bury you with them diamonds and shit on, you got another thing coming. I'd like to introduce the boy woman. Oh, bitch, I don't know what she was, man. She's laying over there. Say, girl, what you doing? Well, don't stand over there in here. If you do, I'm gonna cut.
again. Oh, not me again. Last time I read shit, burning down the church, coming through like the exorcist. Next to this, you didn't put on my shit list. Pro-lifers kick this, you can't fuck with this. Wicked, wild, wicked style. I don't give a fuck, I'll give a wow. I'm psycho, just like Michael, and I might go a little something like this. Suicidalist, dangerous, minds bust when I bust, kicking up dust. Now I must in God you trust. If I add just, then I add justice. No justice, no pity, bloody body police. Belly of the beast, got me feeding for a cracker. Jack me pimple, make your body tremble. Cardiac arrest from the one in the chest. Then I pay ILLTHEFETUSS. I'm down with NATAS. I suggest you try, but don't cry, cause the wicked shit'll never die. Resurrected, niggas unexpected, the closed casket. When I leaped out and blasted a basket. Case symptoms of insanity, I'm not alone. Having fatal thoughts of putting a chrome to my dome. Now what kind of wicked shit is some old wicked shit? Now so many niggas all on the devil taking shit. Stay up off my dick, my style sick, but I'm so sick of this. Help the scum to bite my shit, it's so ridiculous. I know my shit's fatter than Luther Vandross. Psychic connection, wanna hit me with the Holy Ghost. Overdose, diagnose, niggas in the comatose. Once I fuck ya, nigga motherfuck ya. Voodoo, wicked child, born a bastard. Visions of bloody bodies being blasted, thinking of excuses. Voices in my head, mental abuses. To lose my mind on the flashlight, refuses to answer. You confess shit to your question. Me and myself versus Smith and Wesson. I'm that nigga with the wicked ass flow. Bitch, you better act like you know, cause the wicked shit'll never die. You ruined my records, man. I just bought it. That's the wicked shit and never won. Every seven never go to heaven and fuck that. Referend all day will never end. Feel like giving up. Mind starts blowing up. Some old wicked shit. Once again I'm throwing up a fit. I'm never gonna get into heaven. That's why I bought me a 357. Fuck a reverend. And God, I can't trust this truth. So when I go to hell, better me and not you. I'ma walk a bloody trail and you can follow if you want. If you truly understand. For my man, I think you don't. I'm a suicidal, but vital. My title's homicidal. So many niggas that die. When I write my recital, they don't understand that I got a plan for the clan. The Aryan nation. White and Caucasian. I'm sick of all the bullshit. I'd rather be dead. But first I'd rather put a bullet in your head. They said that everything I said was a lie. But if you go and kill the Venus, you cry. Cause the wicked shit will never die. Yeah, motherfucker.
It's straight out of Compton for fucking acid rap horrorcore. I mean, it's the most important song in my opinion. It's the one that I bumped the most whenever I was growing up with the album. I put that shit on first. It pretty much defined a whole fucking genre. This was before like anthems of like Chicken Hunting and fucking We Don't Die and Axe's Family. Like this was the first one in my opinion. That's how important it was. It was important to fucking horrorcore is like that early Sub Pop and Green River shit was the fucking grunge. Like it set the stage. As soon as I think of top Esham songs, the Wicked Shit Will Never Die is the one that comes to mind. Starts it off right out the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. Here come the voodoo. What you gonna do? I mean, right off the gate, man. As soon as he says that shit, you're like, I'm ready for the next fucking 4 minutes of this track. So that's at the one spot for me, just like Luke.
Yeah, shit. Song is like when we were gonna do this list. I already knew number one what my song was gonna.
I knew it was gonna be your number one.
I mean, like you know how much I love Closed Casket, right? This song for me is like far and above the best song on Closed Casket, and I already fucking love Closed Casket. So like you said, like that intro, it's like you got to think this is the first song I really fucking hear from Esham, like solo Esham song, and it's fucking this song, The Wicked Shit Will Never Die. Fucking hell, bro. The whole song is stupid fire. There's no chorus. It's just Esham spitting some shit, bro. So fucking dope. The little samples he throws in there are pretty fucking dope too.
Crying and shit.
Just so fucking stupid dope. Like, I'm sick of all this bullshit. I'd rather be dead, but first I'd rather put a bullet in your head instead. Like, shit, bro. Come on. Number one, my favorite Esham song, hands down.
Wicked Shit Will Never Die.
Yes.
Flames. When I first heard that shit, I was like, yeah, nigga, what has been all my life?
It influenced so much too. I mean, just like his flow delivery, and of course, like the shit he's rapping about, wicked, wild, wicked style. I don't give a fuck. I get buck wild, psycho like Michael. Like that shit got stolen so many times from every fucking horrorcore.com fucking rapper that ever existed. And
the main nigga, homie, Violent J used to rap just like that.
That's what I was saying. That's what I mean. That fucking wicked, wild, wicked, like that's straight up Violent J. Got that shit.
Yeah, like, even if you listen to like booming words and shit like that, like you could tell like ICP were like basically biting Esham style back then, man.
Yeah, like I said to Jokerz, man. Listen to Jokerz get Wild off Riddlebox. Game of Death, the same flow. You know the way they were rhyming, exactly the same.
Yeah, I think this song's what set the whole stage for it. Like I said, man, it's fucking the horrorcore version straight out of Compton, or fucking, you know, what fucking Smells Like Teen Spirit was the grunge, man. This was the first one.
We're gonna stick it on the. Oh, go ahead, brother. My bad.
It's basically like if Bilal started off the Almighty. Like as soon as you press play, man, shit just hit you in the face with that blasphemous shit. So it stood out to me. It's gotta be at the one spot.
Acid rap, bitch. Hell yeah. We stick it in the closed casket side of things. 1994. Homie Jokerz mentioned it, man. Number one with a bullet for me. My homie got shot.
Slug in his head. It was a Saturday night and everything was alright until some fool tried to disrespect. My homie whipped out the heater, the 9mm, and cold put his ass in check. Well, them suckers rolled off. Every thought it was over, but little did we know we was wrong. They came racing around the corner, barrel sticking out the window, bullets flying cold through out his dome. My homie got shot. He's a donor. My homie fell to the ground and I knew he was dead by the painful look in his face. Blood stains on my shirt, goddamn my nigga hurt, cause his brain was all over the place. Well, I'm cold thinking about getting back, time for the payback. I know where these niggas be. When they shot my fucking homie, they left him by my lonely and cold took a piece of me. Well, I got the creep up on about to put one in him, but before I can do all that, a nigga caught my ass slipping at point blank range 45, put him in my back, my homie got shot. He's a gunner. My homie got shot. He's a gunner. My homie got shot.
That Ice Cube sample for my summer vacation. Homie got shot. He's a going to black St. Louis niggas with the cornerback. You know what? Yeah, oh man, it's incredible. His homie gets capped. He tries to get revenge. He gets fucking shot. Nothing happens good for this nigga, man. You know, and all the,
he dies on a lot of songs, yeah.
Man, if someone pop one of my niggas, you try to get revenge, and then you get shot, bro. It's fucking amazing. The way he rapped that shit, brilliance. I fucking love this song so much. When me and Ross did our top 20, that was my number one too. Like, I just love that song so fucking much. Like, Closed Casket and Do You Believe are my favorite albums in this genre, along with Tales and the Almighty, probably. But yeah, man, classic, unbelievable. Like, my homie got shot, incredible, man. Number one Esham song of all time for me.
Something we have, I don't think any of us brought up the storytelling in that song, man. The storytelling ability that he shows in these songs, man, it just sets him apart. Like we were talking about, like what Ross was talking about with him being like on more of the real tip. That shit sets him apart just like that does. So he just stands out from the typical fucking acid rap horrorcore artist for sure with that type of shit.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the top echelon of this whole scene is when you can do all those things well.
Oh yeah, his versatility is off the off the hook, really. Absolutely.
That's how you have the discography we were talking about. We're talking about he's got such a huge discography. It's because he's fucking versatile and he's got a variety. Like if you just keep it to one fucking style the whole time by your third album, man, people's tired of it.
Absolutely. So number 1 for me, same album, different song though. So yeah, I'm going off something off Closed Casket as well, but I'm going off the song Therapy.
Got my motherfucking nigga Esham ready to kick this shit for you hoes. Walking on the flat lines, struggling with the razor blade, fumbling with the aces, babies, with the wicked rhymes. I mean, sometimes I really feel like I just can't deal with the pressures of life. So I walk around with the bloody butcher like therapy. Then I need some therapy, cause ain't nobody scaring me. I ain't got no love, no one cares for me. Spending it in the office, I'm beyond that, past that. Once I get your flashback, snapping at your ass, black devil, get a sugar break, nigga. How you feeling? You gon' kill a dead nigga. You gon' kill a dead nigga. Bloody body, baby, bloody, and I'm ready. What do you for? 9 dead bodies and I never got caught. For the flat lines, spin I walk the flat lines. It's dead by the draw lines, baby, walk lines. I don't sniff lines, 45 slugs in my mind sometimes. I feel I'm on the flat line, man, I need some therapy. Oh, fuck up, bitch. Fuck out of shit. Fuck about these dollars, motherfucker. What up? I'm having suicidal thoughts, brain cells dead from the coma. My aroma, dead body rock, go up and I forgot. Seems like you forgot, man, I took one shot. Now I lay me down and sleep, body high, right, got no love. When I was a toddler, now I swallow bullets for fun. Playing games with a gun, oh I split up, get up, throw up, mind blow up. I told my teacher I was to be like Hitler when I grow up. Now I got a little rock, grab the pussy, have a lot. Tick tock, baby, don't stop, make the pussy pop. To the break of dawn, to the break of dawn. Once again it's over, 357 chrome, played it till I know. Now I know you wanna know about knowing what I know. And if you knew me, you would know that I'll be flowing. Dead boy killer, gorilla still a illa chiller. I'm growing out of my mind, on the real of my miller, man, I need some therapy. You don't know me, right up in my face and shit. It's back, I need some therapy. You motherfucker, what? So tell me what you think about the psychedelic, funkadelic, relic in my maggot brain. All type of things happen insane. I can't explain how I wonder, let me take you under witness. Suicidalist, ain't afraid to die. Who wonder why I think this way? So we all gotta die one fucking day. Ain't no way I'ma say I love you now. Cause my heart's so cold, I don't know how. Now you hate what you create, wicked mind state. Got a date with death and what's left my fate. Fuck tomorrow, no sorrow, I live today. And I don't give a fuck about what you say. I'ma ride this, suicide this, I decide this life I live, or take no give. And if I take some back, then I must be wrong. But yeah, don't sing no fucking songs. I need some therapy.
Love this song, absolutely. I just adored everything about it. Love the beat. This is another song with some dead boy talking on it, you know.
Yeah.
Ready to kick this shit for you hoes, you know. And then Esham just comes in, you know, walking on the flatlands, fumbling with the razor blade, fumbling with the ace of spade. Like, he kills that. Just like his flow is incredible on this song. And yeah, just, you know, it's just classic Esham, you know what I mean? Just kicking crazy rhymes, you know. I'm having suicidal thoughts, brain cells dead from the coma, my aroma, dead body rotten, gone but not forgotten. Like, his just flow and his overall kind of rhyme scheme in this song is amazing in my opinion. And yeah, he's just basically saying like he knows he's going nuts and he needs some therapy, you know. That's what he's saying on this track. And yeah, absolutely just awesome song. Love the beat as well, like hella dark but at the same time kind of funky, you know what I mean? Definitely has like a kind of like a thick bass line in the background. And yeah,
some rock and groove too.
Definitely. It's the same thing with even like Mental Stress. It's like that song's dark as hell, but like the beat is like a head nodder, you know what I mean? It's dope. Yeah, Closed Casket has, you know, plenty of beats like that. And you know, Therapy is another good exception. And yeah, I love this song, just everything about it. And that's my number one, Therapy of Closed Casket. Just yeah, another masterpiece in my opinion.
5 mic album, hands down. Nothing bad on it.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I mean, all of our number ones came from that album. If you're sleeping on that album, go listen to it. It's fucking fire.
Yeah, definitely.
dope getting to talk about the Godfather, man. Like I said, his birth month. Got to give him some love on Fago Lovers. Without Esham, man, Fago Lovers don't even exist. So if you're sleeping on Esham, man, give him some fucking props. If you're still sleeping on him, don't just like look at. I think a lot of Juggalos just look at like his psychopathic catalog, which isn't the best Esham. Repentance is good, but like it doesn't touch Closed Casket. Like give that shit an opportunity for sure, man. Dope that he's still putting out music, man. He's still released an album in 2021. In December. So, I mean, he's still putting out shit to the day. So props to Esham, man. Glad to get to talk about his discography right here on 5 Piece. Before we get out of here, though, we always talk about 5 questions from the artists. We'll go ahead and get into that segment right now. Question number 1 might be pretty easy if you listen to all of our number 1s. Favorite Esham album?
Closed Casket.
Yeah, Closed Casket. Yeah. Sometimes, honestly, I think Dead Flowers creeps up close sometimes. Honestly, I love it, but Closed Casket, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna, like I said, if you listen to our number 1, it all came from that album. So I'm pretty sure that it was gonna be all of our favorite albums. Question number 2: favorite Esham live performance you've seen?
Gathering the Juggalos 2004.
That's the one where they sing "Boom," where Two Dope comes out fucking like he's on fucking. Meth. Oh, he's on meth. He's so hype. He's got like crazy energy during that performance. That's just dope.
Male Dominance tour was my first time. The same time around Jeckel Brothers, and TNT was hyping, and he had this dope ass like American flag jersey on. I remember that. It said like Male Dominance on it.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I got J 04. 04 was my favorite year in life. San Andreas came out on pad. Everything was perfect for me in that year. And 04 Gathering, yeah. So, yeah. That's my favorite performance.
Yeah, I've only seen him once, and that was the Gathering this year. That was a fire set. Like, the whole fucking thing was really dope. I don't know what they did. Like, they had, like, this red lighting behind him, and they had the fog coming up. It just looked super fucking dope.
He was killing this old shit, right?
Yeah. I don't think he played anything off Closed Casket, but he killed it.
The Gathering is the place to see him, man. Esham always shows out at the Gathering. There was one, I think it's 2012. Motherfucker went for 4 hours. He wasn't booked to, just did it because he wanted to. Just because he was feeling the fucking crowd so much, man. And he always usually picks doing like late night. He doesn't want to be on main stage because he can do shit like that. If he wants to go 4 hours, he fucking can. And it's usually like the sideshow stage, so it's more like an intimate fucking way of seeing them. And of course, like I'm talking about, he always picks the dope songs he knows Juggalos are gonna like at the Gathering. So at the Gathering, it's definitely a good place to catch them.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, he did that one day, so that's pretty dope.
Okay.
Actually, I'm surprised Mike didn't have Woo 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 on his list.
I wanna know.
I can picture Luke going, get busy that.
I'm guessing from the.
You have to be a long time 5 Piece.
Straight up.
To get that one.
I ain't gonna lie. When I lived with my grandparents and I went to Providence, Rhode Island, in my mom's house, I was watching BET. I seen E on them. I seen the Woo 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 video. I marked the file.
I mean, I marked out every time I saw ICP on MTV or anything like that. Even though I didn't like that they were getting played on MTV, I still marked out that they achieved that shit.
You saw him dressed like a straight G Unit member. Yeah, bulletproof vest.
Straight up.
I wanna know.
It's fucking E-Unit. I'm guessing being in the UK, Ross, they never gotten to see him live. Have you ever seen like a video or anything that really stood out of a live performance?
Yeah, I would actually say the Gathering 04 because the quality is really good. You know what I mean? Professionally shot, and Esham ripped it. Loved when he did Charlie Manson. I'm pretty sure during that set he killed that. Yeah, phenomenal. And of course he had TNT up there as well. Who did a great job being hype man and stuff. So yeah, he was really dope in that. He did Comerica as well. Like, my favorite Esham performances. Like, unfortunately, he falls into the problems that a lot of rappers fall into when they're performing live. They rap over their own vocals. I dislike that. But with some of the songs on that performance, like Comerica was completely live, Charlie Manson was completely live. So, and those were really good. He can definitely do it. It's just a shame that he obviously doesn't have the access to like full instrumentals or whatever.
Yeah, that 04 gathering footage is super crisp. It's like crisper than some people's like footage that they filmed in 2022. I don't know who the ninja was that had that camera back in 2004, but thank you, because that dude preserves the fucking gathering footage better than fucking Psychopathic does.
Absolutely. Yep.
Keep it on the gathering tip for me. It'll be gathering 10 whenever it was Natas. Getting to see Natas, man. I like Natas more than I do Esham. Like I said, it was the first like exposure I had to the whole fucking thing was Natas, and to finally get to see them live at the gathering, it's got to be that one. And I get to rub it in the face of Bootlegged at the gathering. He didn't get to see it because he wasn't at that one. That's the only thing, and you can rarely ever fucking clown on him about that because motherfucker's been at every other gathering. Question number 3: better Esham group, supervillains or Natas?
Natas.
Yeah, that's the easy one. Natas.
Natas, yeah.
Supervillains sucks.
Yeah, Natas for me. The album did, but like even if I was just counting like how they did, they made that hit list, like the greatest hits of fucking supervillains, and it wasn't supervillains tracks. It was just ICP tracks with Esham or Esham tracks with ICP on it. So even counting those, I still go Natas.
Like Silence of the Hams, that shit lit.
Yeah, boom. Like that was on my list. That was on there.
Acid Rain, like that Pow 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 song, shit's fucking hard.
I like the song on Repentance. It's not technically a supervillain song, but it's called Supervillain. That song's dope off Repentance. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah. Hard Times. I think that's what that one is.
Question number 4: favorite Esham album cover.
Kill the Fetus, man.
Damn, Mike likes dead babies.
It's macabre and shit, but that shit hard, man. It's a dead ass fetus on the cover, man. It's dope, man. I fucks with it. I'm not into that shit, but
I mean, apparently you are.
I'm not into that shit, but I fucks with it.
I mean, what you gonna pick? A lot of his albums got his fucking logo on it. It's not a lot of dope imagery, really.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not controversial, but I like the cover of Sacrificial Lambs with the lamb in the red sky. I think it's kind of dope. I'm not saying the album's good. I'm just saying the cover's dope. It's not dead babies, Mike. Goddamn.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna go with Judgment Day. I love that, like the back, and it's like a tattoo of Esham on the cross and all that. On one side, you've got the, like the graveyards, like the cemetery, and then the other side, you got like the clan and stuff trying to burn them. Yeah, very dope imagery, very out there. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
That's my second favorite.
Go on, homie, don't play.
Oh yeah.
It is. I mean, without that, we might not be sitting here.
We talked about that.
Hard, bro.
Yeah, we talked about that. Damon Wayans is the godfather of the Juggalo shit. Because without him, Esham never sees that and makes this album cover, and then ICP never sees this album cover. It's like, damn, we're gonna paint our face. So, homie, don't play for me.
Nigga hanging out the whip. It's like, shit's hard, bro.
Question number 5: is the real life logo the best logo in the underground?
Fuck yeah. Me. Yes.
I'd probably say no.
What you got instead?
Probably the Hatchet Man. Hatchet Man's fire, bro. Simple. You look at it, you tell right away.
I like that 91 Hatchet Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrabbly, messy one. That shit's fire, though.
A real life logo is dope as 12.
It's like, you bite the apple, or it's like sign the devil's contract. That's what I'm thinking. That's fucking hard, but yeah, cool. For me, it's the devil on the moon, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, RLP logo is my favorite.
For me, it's the Psychopathic Rider's logo, the Rider with the fucking machine gun. That's always been my favorite logo. That shit's dope as fuck, man. The play on it, but I probably have the real life second, and then go Hatchet Man third. But that fucking Rider's logo, man. As soon as I seen that, I was like, that shit's dope as fuck. I want a fucking charm of that for like 20 years now.
Joe and Joey Records.
Yes, sir. Dope getting to talk about real life productions, man. We always talk about Esham. We always mention him, and whenever we bring up like topics, whenever we're talking about the WicketShit or stuff, but we had never done an Esham fucking episode. Wanted to get Ross on it, so like we said, he's in the UK, so we had to line up the schedule. Glad we got to do it. Happened to fall right on fucking Esham's damn near birthday, so good time to give some fucking props to the Godfather of the WicketShit. Remind you till next time, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fago Lovers, you can catch a brand new episode of 5 Piece. Until then, I'm the Jokerz Gallery. This is 5 Piece. We out.
Esham's dope, ho.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Every day I die. Back to the start, another try. I got the time, so why shouldn't I? Every day I die. Back to the start, another try. I got the time, so why shouldn't I? I've got too much time on my hands. Got too much time on my hands.